So I'm going to be making a short video on masculinity uh, and its impact on the spiritual progress. Well, these days, we all are experiencing uh, complete change in hormonal levels, and there's a lot of cross culture going on due to globalization, and we are exposed to so many chemicals and all sorts of information. Our DNA is changing, so people are having difficulty, with who they are and what they're supposed to do. Now, being a man, you have to going through some sort of crisis, identity crisis, midlife crisis, masculinity crisis. Hormonal levels are fluctuating, or maybe you feel like, maybe you go to a doctor and you say, I'm feeling this, and your lab reports are normal, but you're still feeling uh, depressed, exhausted, and you have certain symptoms which could be linked with something spiritual, because the root cause is always the spirit, the soul. uh, it doesn't mean that it can be something mental or physical, but sometimes we have to understand things from a bigger picture. So seeing that, what happens is, we uh, we don't realize that how important our relationship with God is, and its impact on us uh, can make a big difference. I feel that the people who are going through m- masculinity crisis, I think that uh, seeing it spiritually, even if a person is going through some sort of crisis, because we are seeing the rise in feminism and all these things. It's because there's a lot going on within our souls. I'm not trying to be preachy here, trying to be like uh, this person who knows it all. No, I don't. I'm just giving my opinion, and this is just my catharsis going on. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to understand that the spiritual evolution or growth, it requires one to see the bigger picture. And I feel that the uh, people who are like, including myself, we're going through this confusion in our lives, that because if, if if somebody has low testosterone, as a man, and it's affecting your mental and physical health, it will obviously also impact your spiritual health. Just like spiritual health affects your mental and physical health, mental and physical well-being can have an effect on the spirit, on your inner. Because if you are, let's say, getting physically or mentally weak, you will not be able to you pray, or you might become negative. You uh, so you have to understand that if you focus on the root cause of these crises, what's happening here is that I feel majority of the men, I'll focus on men because I identify as a male, so I will uh, say that I feel 80%, let's say, of men these days who are going through some sort of crisis, they are not in touch with God. They don't, either they are not religious, or they don't have a proper connection with God. Uh, and only 20% of people who are actually, I feel, they have developed some sort of system in their life where they follow a proper path. Either they have always been like that, or they they make a change in their life. Just like you see addicts, when they go through recovery, they are told to seek uh, connection with the higher power, have faith in higher power, because that helps you conquer your inner demons. And young men these days, even men in their 40s or 50s, they are consumed by various things. It could be pornography, it could be drugs, it could be things like social media, Netflix, all this. Uh, it We are addicted. 70% of the people if in the world are addicted to their smartphones these days, and I'm not even exaggerating. I mean, if internet goes off, you know it might lead to a disaster. Just like recently there was this internet issue going on, and all sorts of things were going on, like people were complaining of the business. But I feel that a minority uses it properly. 20% people may use it the right way, or for business or whatever. But 80% of the people are abusing or misusing it. Just and because we are we have accepted it as normal. So the thing is, our I feel that this uh, crisis of masculinity, uh, or let's say we are having health crisis, somebody is having vitamin D deficiency, somebody is having uh, long COVID issues, post corona problems with autoimmune disorders, or issues like chronic fatigue, and all that. It's getting very common nowadays, be it a man or a woman. People it's it's I mean, they're not aware of what's going on within their bodies, I think. And because we are so used to the habit of taking pills to fix our lives, we don't realize that in the long run it might be a problem, right? Yeah, because so anyways, now I don't want to get into the health aspect too much. I just want to say that Uh, if a man can maintain his relationship with God, no matter what is happening in his psyche, in his body, he can face it and overcome those challenges with grace, because he, he has chosen to change his direction. First, you're feeling, when your intention is not pure, you start feeling weak as a person. You make certain choices, like you might uh, uh, start behaving uh, really aggressive, be disrespectful towards others, and when you change your path, you might see this transition where you are feeling more polite, more humble, more positive, more hopeful. Uh, so we have to make sure as a man, that is my intention pure. Am I consumed by lust or by love?